Now, Britain has warned the State of Israel that it will formally recognize the State of Palestine in September unless it takes various substantive steps to end the appalling starvation situation of the Palestinians in Gaza. Now, Israel has hit back at the ultimatum and has called this move a reward for Hamas and has warned that the decision will actually harm efforts to achieve a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. Now, Keir Starmer's move, which follows a similar commitment by the French President Emmanuel Macron, will make the two European allies the first G7 nations to recognize an independent, sovereign Palestinian state. The potentially landmark move, part of Starmer's plan for a lasting peace, came after the British Prime Minister recalled his cabinet from recess for urgent talks on the worsening catastrophic situation in the besieged Palestinian territory.
This includes allowing the UN to restart the supply of aid and making clear that there will be no annexations in the West Bank. Meanwhile, our message to the terrorists of Hamas is unchanged and unequivocal. They must immediately release all of the hostages, sign up to a ceasefire, disarm, and accept that they will play no part in the government of Gaza.
Now, the Israeli Foreign Ministry reacted to the move, saying that the shift in the British government's position constitutes a reward for Hamas and harms efforts to reach a ceasefire in Gaza and a framework for the release of hostages. The Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu also claims that Keir Starmer has rewarded Hamas for monstrous terrorism and has punished its victims. Netanyahu has warned a jihadist state on Israel's borders today will threaten Britain tomorrow. Now, the US administration has made it clear that it has no intention of joining Britain and France in recognizing Palestinian statehood anytime soon. Reacting to Starmer's announcement, the US State Department said that it is not in the business of telling people not to speak their mind. Now, earlier, President Donald Trump had said that he did not discuss the matter with Keir Starmer when they met recently in Scotland. But Trump said that recognizing a Palestinian state will reward Hamas.
Well, you could make the case that you're rewarding people, that, you're rewarding Hamas if you do that. And I don't think they should be rewarded. So I'm not in that camp, to be honest. We'll let you know where we are, but I am not in that camp.
Mr. President,
because if you do that, you really are rewarding Hamas. And I'm not about to do that.
Meanwhile, a new US poll suggests that the support for the Israeli military in the Gaza Strip has declined substantially amongst the Americans. According to a Gallup poll released on Tuesday, only about 32% of American adults now approve of the Israeli attacks. Now, the poll also found that about half of the American adults now have an unfavorable view of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the most negative rating that he has received. On the other hand, Keir Starmer's announcement on Palestinian statehood enjoys support from almost half of his constituents. A recent YouGov data for the Times shows that the British public supports recognizing an independent, sovereign Palestinian state by more than 3 to 1. That's more than 75%. The survey conducted on the 24th and the 25th of July finds that 45% of the British government have said that British government should recognize Palestine as an independent state, while only about 14% disagree, while 41% say that they are unsure.